Welcome. I'm Naomi Fada. Thank you for joining me here today, this Friday. So, I have been starting these Friday business chats. I've been in business sewing since 2007. It was a slow start. And after about 5 years, I transitioned away from my full time job and began to sew so that I could be home with my kids. So, last week, we talked a bit about the difference between a product based business and a service based business. And I have always followed the service based business model after my epic fail on Etsy, if you call it that. It wasn't even a serious attempt, but I found that I did not like trying to make products to sell. And so I no longer did that. But one of the I would say maybe one of the challenges with a service based business is that you're going to need to see people like in real time compared to a product business where you're selling products, whether it be online or selling to a store that might be putting it up for sale, or selling it to having a booth at a craft show. Is that you have to schedule clients. And so I have to, schedule clients throughout the day, and figuring out how to do that as you manage life with kids can take a little bit of time. It can be a little bit of an adjustment. So originally when I started, I would schedule clients around nap time. And this really delves into the importance of having a schedule. If you're going to be in business for yourself, especially if you're going to be seeing clients and you have kids at home, having that schedule, a nap time schedule, an evening schedule, is like a game changer. It's something that you can't really do without, because you have to be able to get on the phone with, or now we text, but back then it seems like so far long ago. When I started, we didn't do as much texting. It was a lot more phone calls. You have to be able to tell someone, okay, this is the time slot I have, and expect them to come, and know that your kids in your house are in order. And of course, there's the unexpected. Definitely, I remember a couple of times when my babies came walking down the stairs when I was trying to take care of a client, but every day I would have like a 1 to 3 nap time window when I would take clients, and then my kids would be settled by like 7 in the evening, and I would take clients then. And that was my system. I did not take clients at other times unless I knew that my husband would be home. But I did a lot of those um, evening appointments, and that's what worked for me. Recently, I have found this app that's called Tidy Cow. It's not an app, it's kind of an app. I'll link it down in the show notes. And it is an affiliate link because I do get paid commissions if you purchase it. But I have fallen in love with that because I started using it about a year ago. And what happens is I preset it and link it to my Google Calendar. So it's preset based off of my schedule. And now that I am homeschooling, I have a little bit different schedule than nap time. So for typically, like, I plan that schoolwork is going to be happening from 8:30 to 2, and I don't really want to be interrupted. So then I'll take my appointments after 2, and it's set for certain evenings a week. This helps it so that when the client gets the link, it's only showing them those times. And so then I don't have to spend a lot of time back and forth saying, when are you available? When am I available? When are you available? When am I, that takes a lot of time and effort. And so rather than having to do that, they can choose their own. It sends them a reminder via email. It automatically puts it in my Google Calendar. And it will remind me if I ask it to. But the other thing that is really convenient about this is for my bridal clients. So then those are obviously a bigger chunk of change than a smaller alteration, I'll set it for like a deposit. So when they book the link, they also have to pay a deposit, and it's all through TidyCal, which is also very convenient because it holds their spot. I know that I'm starting to get paid for that job. But the schedule and figuring out a schedule that works for you is super important if you have a service-based business where you're seeing clients on a regular basis. And I mean, I am still navigating mine every school year. I would say my calendar shifts a little bit, tweaking how and when I want to see clients. I don't know if the how so much, but like the when I want to see clients. And then my summer schedule changes. And so I'll change that up, during the summer when I'm not in the midst of homeschooling as much, though occasionally we do some schooling in the summer. But so then it makes it work for me. And even now I have chosen to kind of condense the days in which I see clients. So rather than leaving my schedule open every afternoon after 2, I'm really trying to cut it down to Monday, Tuesdays, and then Saturdays. And so Saturdays, I typically allow that calendar to be open from 9 to 5. And one of the things that also is super important, because this calendar links to your Google Calendar, is making sure that you just have your events already scheduled in your Google Calendar and marked as busy, so that it's not going to allow people to book when you're busy. And the other thing that I've loved about TidyCal is that you can put it on this automatic setting of how far in advance they can book, meaning like if I'm sending someone a link today, I don't want them booking tomorrow. Even if it shows in my calendar that I'm free, I need space. And so I actually have mine set for several weeks out. So if I sent you the link today, you can't get an appointment for another 2 weeks, only because I know that that's the rhythm I've already created, and I'm already projecting what I need to get done next week. So I don't want to add in a client. I need to have those scheduled appointments further away than just a week from today. And so you'll develop your own rhythm and routine as you structure your business, grow your business. But those are some of the things that have worked for me. And as always, if you find this useful, I would love for you to comment, like, subscribe, follow along. I'm pretty active on Instagram as far as, chatting with new friends. But I also have a newsletter, which all of that is linked down in the show notes. I look forward to chatting with you again about all things business next Friday. Thank you for watching. You can shop tutorials and classes on my website, naomifeda.net. Be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, may God sow his love into your heart today.